Hello students, this is Professor Walker. This video will show you the basics of setting up a Google document for MLA formatting. So I'm just going to go over that really quickly. But before I do want to caution you. If you do a Google document, it is very important that before you upload it to Canvas, you download that document as a Word document, save it to your computer, and upload the Word document. The reason for this is because sometimes, not every time, but sometimes it is difficult for me to access Google Documents from Canvas, and if I can't access it, then I won't be able to grade it. So your best bet is to go ahead and download it as a Word document, and then upload it that way. And I'll show you how to do that at the end of the video as well. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we need to do once we have our file open, you want to name this document. This is important to keep up with the document in Google Documents. I know a lot of students don't do this, but I think this is important, especially if you're going to be creating a lot, which most of you probably do. So if I were you, I would just name it whatever the name of the essay is that we're working on. If this is the Who Am I essay, you just want to go Who Am I, maybe like draft 1 or something. Now it's named. Once you go to your documents, you'll be able to find it easily. Next, we need to do our text. Remember that our font for MLA documents must be Times New Roman 12 points. There is no other option besides Times New Roman 12 point. The whole document must be Times New Roman 12 point. Next, we're going to do spacing. So we want to do format, align and indent. I'm sorry, no, that's not correct. Paragraph. Line spacing. Sorry, guys. I don't use Google Documents, so I have to remember this every time. Let's try that again. You're going to go to format and then line spacing and then double. It's double space. I want to show you something else really quickly. Be sure that you do not click on add space before paragraph or add space after paragraph. If you do that, it's going to add extra space in there, and we don't want it. So it's just double spacing. Now your line spacing is set up correctly. We need to do a page number. You're going to do insert page numbers. Use this one right here. Now that's going to open the header for you. What you need to do is you need to, first of all, make sure it's Times New Roman 12. And then all you need is your last name and then the number. Make sure, because when you're in Google Documents, when you first open up the header, your cursor is on the right side of the number. Make sure before you type your name that your cursor is on the left side of the page number. That way, your name will appear before the page number, which is the correct formatting. If your name is after the page number, you're going to get docked for, or you're going to lose points for the page number being improperly formatted. Okay, so that's all for that. Next is our heading. Remember, in MLA, your heading is your first and last name, the title, the name of the class. So in this case, it would be English 1301, and then whatever section you're in, put the section number. My name, Professor Walker, and then the date. And today's date is 26 December 2019. This is the correct formatting for the date. The date of the month spelled out, don't abbreviate the month, and then the year. Also, please don't use numbers. So in other words, don't do this right here. That's not correct. The correct formatting in MLA is the date, the month, and the year. All right, next you're going to hit enter. Your title will be next. In MLA documents, you are required to create a unique title. And by a unique title, what I mean is something that is unexpected or different. So for instance, if this is your Who Am I essay, your title will not be Who Am I. That is not the title of your Who Am I essay. You need to give your essay some sort of unique title. For instance, I wrote a personal narrative when I was still working on my master's degree, and the title of it was Not Dying Was Easy, surviving was the hard part. That was the title of my essay. So that would be a unique title. Hit enter, and then you need to go back to left space, to the left margin. Just a quick word about margins. In Google Documents, when you open it up, the margins are already correct for MLA formatting. They're 1 inch all the way around, so you don't need to do anything with margins in your Google Doc. Please don't change the margins. Margins are correct as they are. Before you begin typing your first paragraph, you need to indent the first line. Remember that all first lines of all paragraphs are indented 1/2 inch. What you need to do is simply hit the tab key 1 time, and that moves your cursor over 1/2 inch, and you can begin typing. Now's the time for all good men come to the aid of their countries. This is a famous quote by I don't know whom. Okay, so now I just typed that so that you could see how the indentation is. If your paragraph is not indented, if the first line of your paragraph is not indented, it is not correct, and you will lose points. Also remember that when you're typing, when you get to the end of a line, it will automatically go to the next line. You don't need to do anything. Just keep on typing once you've started. Now, when you get to the end of the essay, and I'm going to kind of scroll down to the end of this page, when you get to the end of the essay and you're ready to do your works cited page, let's say you're here at the end of the essay. This is the end of my essay. And of course, that's not going to be the last line of any paper that you write in this class. Now you're ready to do your works cited page. If you're at the very bottom of the page, it's going to automatically go to the next page. But let's say you're not. Let's say you're kind of in the middle of the page. This is the end of my essay. So that when you hit enter, it doesn't go to the next page. Here's what you need to do. Insert a page break. So come up here to insert, go down to break, page break, and now that automatically inserts the next page with the page number on it you can see. Remember to center the title of your works cited page, and the title of your works cited page is simply works cited. Not works cited, not references, not bibliography. It is works cited. Now, for your works cited page, you're going to have to do what is called a hanging indent. Because remember, on a works cited page, the first line, it's sort of the reverse of the paragraph. The first line is going to be at the left margin, and every other line will be indented 1/2 of an inch. So you're going to need to do what's called a hanging indent. A hanging indent. And give me just a second to figure out where this is going to go. Guys, I'm sorry about this. I don't use Google Docs that often. In fact, I don't use it at all. And so I've got to remember how to do this. Align and indent. Indentation options. Special. There we go. Okay, so here's what we do. Go to Format, Align and Indent, and then Indentation Options, Special Indent, Hanging, and then it comes up to 1/2 inch, and then Apply. So that automatically creates the hanging indentation. Remember, the hanging indentation is only for the works cited page. Do not do a hanging indentation on the rest of the essay, only on the works cited page. Now you're ready to begin your first citation. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about how to do these citations. That'll come later in the semester. I'm just going to show you how to do it. So in this case, you would do oops, can't type today, guys. Sorry about that. And this was published by, who was this published by? Oh gosh, I don't remember. Well, anyway, I've typed enough for you to see. I really just wanted to type enough for you to see the hanging indentation, where on the works cited page, the first line of the citation is at the left margin. The second and third and fourth and so on lines are indented. So if your works cited page does not look like this, then it's not formatted correctly. Remember that everything in an MLA document is double spaced. Nothing is single spaced at all, including the works cited page. All right, guys, that's it. That is a brief. Oh, nope, I almost forgot. I was going to show you how to download it as a Word document. Before you do anything else, please download it as a Word document. Come up here to File, Download, Microsoft Word. You're going to want to save it somewhere on your computer or on a flash drive or something like that. It's going to open it up in Word. You're going to have to do Enable Editing and then save it. Save as. It's going to take a minute. There we go. Now, I recommend you save it to your desktop if you're on your computer or somewhere where you can easily get to it. When you save a document for my class, please do it this way. First initial, last name, underscore, and then what essay it is. We're going to have to, well, no, that's okay. We can replace it. There we go. All right. Okay, guys, that's it. That is how you do MLA formatting for a Google Doc. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. We'll see you guys in class. Have a good day. Bye-bye.